This is Bella. Well, you may be wondering what this has to do with me. Hey, here's a dreamland full of adventures and imaginary events. Maybe it's not a bad thing to get away from reality, isn't it? Anyway, where were we? This is Bella, a beautiful, dignified, adorable, and one-two kind lady. Her long and beautiful hair is the dream of every hunter in the galaxy, the hair that loses a hair with the death of every love. And with the birth of every love, an extra layer. In fact, she is half human and half goddess. Bella is a symbol of affection, love, and friendship. Why? The story goes back to centuries ago, when a young man met the love of his life for the first time. Jack, handsome, kind, and of course, hard-working and gentleman. He lived in a green and pleasant village on a farm with his horse friends. Jack was from a royal family, but he didn't have a good relationship with politics. So he decided to leave the throne to experience a life full of love and honesty. Ordinary people know the kingdom as the highest degree of happiness, but the reality is that power brings responsibility, and responsibility has a heavy price. The part that no one knows about. So, Jack wanted a life away from tension and worry, so that his only concern is the feelings of his horses. On the other hand, on the other side of this village, lived a divine paradise, hidden from the eyes of people. He was a gift from the universe to keep love alive in the heart of the earth and its creatures. His long and golden hair attracted the attention of others, so he hid it in brown color, so that the smell of power could be felt by humans. A goddess named Anna, she was so beautiful that if someone looked at her too much, the whole world would be seen as ugly and ugly from her gaze, and she could not look at anyone's face anymore. When fate decided to right, Jack, while going hunting, met Anna's eyes and became the prey of her eyes. Now it was too late to return, too late. With the passage of time, it was now Anna who had lost her heart to Jack, and the world was seen as ugly in her eyes. The flame of love had reached the most burning possible, and they had entrusted their hearts to each other's eyes. A powerful love, but both knew that power has a heavy price. Anna could never flirt with mortals. She had only one duty: to protect the love in the hearts of humans. But she was not even able to protect the love that was in her heart, and she left it to Jack. They decided to run away, but when the king found out that his only child had run away with an unknown woman, he was furious. He immediately ordered to bring them to it. The king's agents quickly galloped after a while. They found them by a river in the center of the forest. The conflict escalated, and in the meantime, Anna, the goddess who was in unforgivable love, suddenly fell into the water. Jack struggled to save her, but the soldiers were holding Jack's hands and feet. The last Jack, he was watching Anna's breathing, and he was forced to cry. Jack was brought to the king, but there was still a glimmer of hope, brighter than moonlight. A small girl with a smiling face was behind the trees playing with a fallen leaf on the ground, her hair strangely reaching her toes and eyes that were the same color as her mother's. After the death of his lover, Jack closed his eyes and threw himself from the top of the palace. It was a sad story, wasn't it? But every beginning has an end, and every end has a new beginning. With the silence of the love that was in Anna's heart, the earth and the sky sank into darkness and hatred for a long time. And there was no love left, to the extent that people became lower, more despicable, more barren, and more cruel and helpless. And they begged the heavens to return the warm embrace of love to the heart of the earth. Years later, a man from among the people fell in love. This was the light that lit up hope in the hearts of all the people. He had returned. A demigoddess who was the fruit of a tragic love. Bella, a beautiful, brave, intelligent, forgiving, and kind girl who reminded the world of love and affection. He did not know about his parents and the dark past of the earth, and had grown up in the warm embrace of nature. And now the only hope is the earth,